Hi, my name is Brandon Dreyer. I'm going to teach you how to clean your longboard bearings. First of all, the question you want to ask is, do they need a cleaning? Here on my penny, when I spin the wheel, there's no noise at all. That's a different story with my apex here. Give this a spin. Wheel's very loud. That means there's a lot of grease and grime trapped within the bearing. That decreases the life of the bearing, and we want to clean it and properly lubricate it. Okay, to start, I'm going to take my ratchet here and remove the nut securing the wheel. Like so. When removing the wheel, just take special care not to lose the two washers on either side of the wheel. Very tiny, I'm just going to leave that there. Now, to remove the bearings from the wheels, there are special tools, but I find the easiest way is to just remount the wheel about halfway onto the shaft and pry. Popping the bearing out, like so. And same thing for the other side. Halfway on and pry it off gently. Okay, I'm going to put this aside for now. Okay, on the outside of the bearings, you're going to see a dust shield that protects the bearing for the most part, but stuff does get in behind it. What I'm going to do to remove this is just take a standard push pin, and in between the inner race of the bearing and the dust shield, I'm just going to pry upwards like that. Some come off easy, some take a little bit of an effort. Okay, and number two, like that. Okay, I'm going to leave those aside for now. Okay, now I have a full set of very dirty bearings ready to be cleaned. Now, this is a bearing cleaner made by the company Bones. I find this to be the best method to clean bearings. Basically, it's a wing nut with a bunch of spacers on a threaded shaft. It's off just like that. And what you do, with the cover like so, place with the ball bearings facing out, one bearing, one spacer, and continue until the full set is on the threaded shaft. Okay, now what I'm going to do is reinstall the wing nut right on top. Just a couple turns and it'll be tight. You don't want it too tight, just snug it. The bearings will be able to spin just like so. Now what I'm going to do is take my isopropyl alcohol solution and pour it into this bottle. Not much is needed, about a quarter of the way full. That's good. Okay, now I reinstall the cover onto the bottle, snug like so, and just give it a shake. Okay, and I'm going to set that aside. Now, for these dust covers, just a simple solution of soap and water is all you need to clean them. Don't sink them in alcohol because it'll ruin the coating. I've already cleaned a set of these to reinstall on the wheel. If you would like, you can also just wash your wheels with soap and water. Once again, I did that already just to save time for this video. And what you're going to lubricate your bearings with is well, anything works, but this is Bone Speed Cream. It's made by the company that makes the bearings, so I try to stick with the brands. Okay, these should be done by now. Just give that a shake. Just gonna dab them so they're not totally dirty. You can already hear they're a lot quieter. Got all that grime off. Okay, now I'm just gonna unscrew this wing nut. Remove it just like so. I'm going to set all this aside here. Okay. Now what you want to do is just dry the bearings lightly dab them, whatever. You can give them a blow if you want. 1. Okay, and 2. Okay. Now take the bearing lubricant right here, and just only a couple drops right onto the ball bearings. There's 1 drop, 2 drop. I'll put 3 for good measure. Okay, and spin it to lubricate the races, and reinstall a dust shield. Just press it on, and it'll pop back in. Beautiful. And now I'll get the second one here. Same thing, just lubricate it. Grab another shield, press it back on. Okay. Now they're ready to be reinstalled onto the wheel. Now what I do is I just give it a light press, and it should pop in for the most part. If it doesn't, you can put it right back onto the axle and just give it a tap, and it's on. Now I'm going to grab the other one. Yes, that's it. And press it in. Do the same thing, just give it a light tap. Okay. When reinstalling, don't forget that you have these spacers here. I'll put that back on, then reinstall the axle nut. Okay. When reinstalling the nut, make sure you don't over tighten your wheels. There should be a little play side to side. Only a little bit though. And that's perfect. As you can hear, it's a lot quieter. And that's it. Thank you for watching.